Hi, this is Mhairi and this is my vlog. And today I'm going to talk to you about letting go, which is a major situation going on in my life right now, which is we're about to put on the market my grandmother's house, which she's lived in, I think it's 65 years, maybe 64 years. So it's pretty major because, you know, that's been the only house that my mum has known, been the house that me and my brothers grew up coming to visit. And in the last 6 years that I've lived in LA, it has been my base. In LA for refuge is the right word. So we're going through a transition, my family and I, and my grandmother's dealing with it with utmost of grace, and I'm so proud of her. And it makes me think of letting go, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. I want to preface what I'm about to say with a little anecdote to show how hard I have previously found it to let go in my life by saying to you this. When I was a teenager, I used to run track, and 200 and 100 meters were what I was doing. And once a year we had a school sports day, which was brilliant for me running because I didn't really do any other sports. So this was where I excelled in, and my team was called Scolty. There were 4 teams in the school, and me and another runner, Kerry Burnett, who was a brilliant sprinter too. We always looked forward to the relay race because obviously it was just bursts of really fastness and passing on the baton. Well, darling, when I was running the relay race and I began the race and I belted out there like a bullet from a gun, and I belted off so fast that I just went right off the track and forgot to let go of the baton to give it to the second runner. So I lost the entire relay race because I could not let go. And so there we go. It was a dark moment in sporting history in Scotland, let me tell you that straight up. So that's the difficulty that I have with letting go. You actually run right off the track with things. When I went to Paris and I went to the school that I've mentioned before, Jacques Le Coq, we learned a lot about movement, and as anyone who's been watching the vlogs will know about my whole life lessons to do with eagles and chickens, you will know I understand a lot of things in my life by thinking physically. And one of the things we learned at Le Coq at the school was this amazing movement sequence, which essentially, and I'm restricted by my camera team at the moment, so I don't have a Steadicam operator, so one will have to imagine because I have to do it small. But essentially there's this sequence of movements where you have a miming a baton, and you're hitting the baton down, and you want to walk towards the baton. You can't because you've got another baton in your right hand. So you have to look down at the baton in your right hand, acknowledge that it's there, let it go, release it, and then move forward. So then your whole body is facing your new baton on your left hand. You whack that down, and then you go forward, moving constantly forward. It's a very simple exercise, but it's very difficult to achieve because basically the premise is when you look back to release your baton, you have to look back and acknowledge it, not with anxiety or nostalgia or sadness, but just with pure economy of I'm letting that go in order to move on, which is essential to do because basically all of life is always about moving on. You're always advancing. And in order to do that, you have to let go. And if you don't let go, your body, look at how your body is. Essentially, you're completely stuck in the mud. Your legs are between 2 places, and all your energy is massively pouring out, as opposed to when you do let go and then you're facing your new thing, all your energy is pointing in that direction, your body, your eyes, everything. And so you can achieve that next thing and then move forward to what's happening next. And I love that. It is so straightforward, so beautiful, and so much has made me sometimes stop my car right then and there, get out and stand on a bit of green grass and do it to understand where I am in my life, because there are so many times that we can inadvertently be hanging on to things that are not serving us well and that are draining us of energy. Because I tell you one thing, one can fall into the trap of feeling we all have a massive reservoir of energy just pouring out of us. But we have to be very focused with our energy, otherwise we risk being depleted, and for what reason? And so there you go. That's what I wanted to talk about. Let's start the conversation on letting go.